Hello and welcome, dear students, to a series of grammar in use. In this lesson, we are going to explore about verb patterns with prepositions. It's a very brief lesson. There is nothing new, but it is a pointer to avoid grammatical errors. Let us dive into it. Make sure that you have a pen and notepad ready so that you can take down the pointer. The verb patterns with prepositions. Now there are certain constructions which has got certain verbs followed by a preposition, and when you have a preposition after that you are allowed to use only gerunds. Gerunds means ing verbs. Let us begin. Some verb patterns include prepositions. Prepositions cannot be followed by infinitives. That means to play, to dance. You cannot use that at all after the prepositions because the constructions will be incorrect. So these verb patterns use only gerunds. The pointer that we have it in this lesson, we have got this pointer verb with prepositions and gerunds. We have got a preposition and then we have got a gerund. If a preposition is followed by a verb, if the preposition is followed by a verb, the verb must be a gerund or the ing form. So that means in case in your sentence after the main verb there is a preposition and after that preposition you have to bring a verb, then that verb should be in the ing form. As per the example that we have, Jasmine decided against taking the job. So taking is a gerund. You cannot write Jasmine decided against to take up the job, to take the job. All right, so that is incorrect. Jasmine decided against taking the job. Let us see a few examples based on this. Zach and Penny are thinking about what? Taking a trip around the world. My grandmother is always worrying. Now, is worrying is a tense, present continuous tense. About is the preposition. When we have a preposition and there's a verb coming in, that verb should be in the ing form. So, my grandmother is always worrying about forgetting her house keys. The next pointer that we have is verb with objects, prepositions, and gerunds. So, verb, then there's an object in between. Then there's a preposition followed by a gerund. If a verb takes an object, the object must come between the verb and the preposition. The object comes between the verb and the preposition. In the previous lesson, we have seen that if there's a main verb, the direct object is close to it. Congratulated whom? Congratulated her. Direct or indirect object comes next to the main verb. In case there is only one object, then it comes soon after the main verb, and the preposition will come after it followed by the gerund. He congratulated her on winning the competition. With this construction we have got a few examples. Hilda stopped her dog. Hilda stopped whom? Her dog. Hilda stopped her dog. Preposition is from, and then comes the gerund running away. The next sentence, I asked my mother about buying a new computer, but she said no. Asked is the main verb. Asked whom? My mother. So that's the object of the sentence. I asked my mother. Then comes the preposition. I asked my mother about. Then comes the gerund. I asked my mother about buying a new computer. That is the object of the verb. Comma means the entire clause is complete. The subject is here, predicate is here, so the entire main clause is complete. And then comes the connector but. She said no. She is the subject over here, said no is the predicate, so this clause is also complete. That is how we have a main verb followed by an object of the verb, preposition and gerund. So the structure is verb, object, preposition, gerund. Verb, main verb, object, preposition and gerund. I request you to pause the video at this point and construct at least one sentence with the given structure. So in this lesson, we will just see it once more. That first pointer that we have seen was a main verb, preposition and gerund, and then we have seen a main verb, object of the verb, preposition and gerund, and then we have seen structures. With this, we have come to the end of the lesson. If you like the lesson, kindly click like, share and subscribe, and thank you very much for your kind attention.